Welcome to Sheep Suit, the home of grazeable Christian thought. Today's brain graze, the grazeableness of Christianity. I don't know if grazeableness is a word, but grazeable is. I looked it up. It means it can be grazed. I thought this would be a good place to start for a channel with a guy wearing a sheep suit talking about Christian stuff. It is a really good Friday to start. Get it? If you're watching this in the distant future, this is Good Friday of 2023. So part of the greatness of Christianity is that it is grazeable. God is everywhere, all the time, and his presence doesn't fluctuate from one time or place to another. God does not live in buildings, and he isn't conjured into buildings by ceremonies and worship teams. Christianity is out there and hopefully in you, and you can partake of as much or as little as you want. Look at sheep, which is what Jesus calls Christians. They graze. They go out and eat as much or as little grass as they want each day. They have to or they starve, but they do it when they want to. My faith, and I think Christianity in general, is like that. I can only speak for myself, but I'm not that different from anyone else. I can partake of as much or as little Christianity each day as I want. I can think of godly things as much or as little as I want. I can pray as much or as little as I want. And if I can use the technology necessary to create and view videos like this one that I'm making, I can access as much Bible text and helps to understand these texts as I want, whenever I want. The fact that it is up to me and some institution isn't forcing me to do it does not mean that it is not important. It means that it is up to me to make it important. And in the end, if I don't make it important, going to some church once a week or even to a midweek Bible study, haven't been to one of those in years, isn't going to get me very far. Maybe that's why Jesus said that we are to take up our cross every day. I really don't want to take up any cross any day, much less my cross every day. That is one of the most scary teachings of anything Jesus said. But what is the real problem? Is it the cross or the everyday part? It sure would be great if I could drive across town and attend some Christian entertainment marketed as worship by church corporations and come back home and forget about it, knowing that God was in that building and he saw me there and checked off this week's worship box, and now I can do as I please. It sounds ridiculous when you say it that way, but that seems to be the way so many Christians seem to live. I mean, from what I can tell, the way I've lived it in my past, and I don't really want to go back there. I realized a long time ago that much of what we call church is the invention of humans, and it's not in Scripture at all. And if I was really going to follow Jesus, it had to be an everyday thing. I was going to have to learn to graze Christianity continually, not attend it weekly. And how this works out is part of what I'll be sharing in this channel. Until next time, keep the wool out of your eyes.